What up, you guys? Welcome back to Furrow Publications YouTube channel. It's me, Rich. Daily uploads until I open up my own shop. And today we're going to go ahead and flip through another sketchbook. I don't have this one dated, so I'm not sure from when this sketchbook is. But I definitely was flipping through it as I'm working on a larger project, a larger sketchbook project. So I thought, why not just breeze through it? So to begin with, you got Dread, Turtles, Punisher. Three of my favorite characters. And then you have self-portrait of myself and my wife. Such a cute couple. And let's go ahead and look through the art. So that right there, probably when I was working on that scarf, Arnold Schwarzenegger little comic strip that I did. I'm pretty sure that's where that's going to be from. Because that's kind of what the sketchbooks are. It's just my thoughts free flowing, right? This right here I actually created a larger story for, and I might even return back to it because it's definitely something that I was excited about, and I just haven't shook that idea. So, and that's been with me for a while. Definitely like that. That's a full little page. I'm always working on the cars because I don't like the way I draw cars. And sometimes, like I said, I do little sequences for comics, right? So this I don't have a fuller idea for, and I didn't really gravitate to it, but it was a sequence that I created that's in the sketchbook. This sequence here I want to make into a full-length comic, right? And I'm not sure if it reads the way I want it to read, but you get the gist of it. And I like that layout. That was kind of what I was going for originally, but I ended up with that little sequence. And I thought that that sequence would work for a full blown mushroom psychedelic trip and just have the comic book just this guy just tripping on shrooms and just going through the different comic book universes. So something to look into, maybe return to. There you can see some of the characters I used for my Punch Drunk Zen. What else do we got here? I know that guy's supposed to be a surfer. That's obviously supposed to be like a skateboard reference. Eddie P. Oh, look at that little Punisher right there. I definitely like that design for the Punisher. Oh, and I got Wolverine in there too, and Casey Jones. So sometimes I think in the sketchbook, you work on an actual piece, and sometimes they're just little doodles and scratches, kind of like this. So definitely, once again, I'm always working on cars because I'm trying to get better at drawing cars. Oh, and this Beast right here, I actually had a story that I want to do about Beast having to get a haircut and a suit and tie because he's going in to try to get a more formal job, and I thought that'd be funny, but I never came back to that idea. More turtles, Wolverine, Savage Dragon. All right, there you can see some of the artwork that I used in that Rob Liefeld comic. Oh, even on this one too, you have more for the double feature. This right here, that image is once again something that was going with that other concept that I had for this one. And that's how you know that like it just kept coming back to me because then I would think about how the story would progress and what would happen next. And once you start doing that, you got something that you're interested in and you should probably look into and put in the work. Oh, this right here, this is my United States of whatever was an idea that I had for a comic strip. I never kind of came through on that, but it was something that I was interested in. There goes me laying out like one of the comic strips or what it would be, but I just never came back to it. Here was another version of it. It was just an idea I played with, but in the end, just didn't kind of really pique my interest enough to continue with it. There you go, Namor. That's my version of Namor, you guys, or the Submariner, whatever you know him as. These characters here were actually from a comic, a zine that I was working on, and I was like 20 pages in, man, before my cats jumped on my table and yacked all over it, like just destroyed it, homie, and I just got rid of it. Oh, that was when I was working on Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure you guys know what character this is. Put it in the comments if you don't know who it is. But I definitely have continuously thought about doing a Calvin and Hobbes as adults. You know, like Calvin has like mental health issues and stuff. And so I'm always kind of just thinking about that. Kind of trying to figure out what he would look like as an adult. Another Wolverine. I definitely was drawing Punisher a lot on this one. I wonder why. Maybe I was rereading the Punisher series. Because, you know, I go into ebbs and flows of what I'm watching and what I'm reading. And so, you know, it always kind of finds its way into the sketchbook. Like that one right there, this drawing right there is from Primal. There goes another drawing that's based off of Primal. Here goes just with more miscellaneous, kind of like random junk. More random like character designs and stuff. Some more Dread stuff. I'm telling you guys will be surprised the amount of Judge Dredd and Wolverine, and Punisher, Batman, and stuff like that that finds its way into my comics. There you go. Look at this big baby of a version of the Punisher. As well as skateboarding. There's a lot of skateboard art that I do. There goes a Batman, a Ninja Turtle, Foot Clan, April O'Neil, Little Caesars. Goes another Turtles right there. Another Turtles. Good lord, I think I should just listen to myself and just make a Ninja Turtles fanzine already. More random character designs. Foot Clan. Join the Foot Clan, the coolest club. And then I want to have Quentin there and Quentin saying, I know I've joined. And obviously, Lumpy Space Princess and Zoidberg, two characters that I like a lot. Oh, this must have been when I was watching that Chucky show. If you haven't seen that Chucky, I enjoyed that show. There goes another Wolverine. Like I said, random miscellaneous stuff. There goes another Charlie Brown as an adult. I thought about making him Calvin and Hobbes' roommate. I thought that'd be pretty funny. I'm not sure where that character's from. Snoopy. You got Mickey Mouse. Oh, look at that Chucky. That looks pretty good. Another turtle. Another Charlie Brown. There goes a portrait of my puppy Lucky, who you guys have probably seen, and if you guys have seen the Feral Publication sticker. Another Wolverine, Ghost Rider, RoboCop. This is probably when I started working on that RoboCop fanzine, actually, because I was watching that whole Canadian show of RoboCop. Man, that show was hella good. But alright, you guys, it looks like that's it for this sketchbook. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, there will be a link in the show notes to FurrowPublication.com to get zines, stickers, buttons, and shirts. Lates.